Welcome to Metalcore News of the Week. We'll be trying to do this every Sunday night, attempting to, at least. Just going over some band drama / news, album announcements, and tour stuff, and then new music that's come out over the week. So, alright, so let's start. Alright. So first, I've got Animals as Leaders cancels their Europe / UK tour. No reason as to why just yet. But if you are one of our Europe UK fans over there and you were planning on seeing Animals as Leaders, you're not. So yeah, it says we would like to apologize to people who've purchased tickets, etc., etc. Be announcing rescheduled dates in coming weeks, and refunds. That's it. nothing. So no info. Who knows? Maybe visa stuff, maybe personal stuff. Who knows? All right. Next on the news, we've got Dayseeker seeking drummer, because they were just basically using electronic drummer before, or at least that's what it seemed like. Says drummer requirements must be 25 years old, must be vaccinated, and have valid passport. So they're planning on maybe getting some good tours in. Must live in the U.S., have extensive touring experience. Professional level drum kit. I would hope so. Proficient at playing with a click track, and must be available to tour 6 to 9 months out of the year. That's a lot of months out of the year. But so got to be pretty dedicated, though Dayseeker is blowing up, so, it's not a bad investment if you are a drummer. Record a video of yourself playing through Neon Grave and or Crooked Soul. Neon Grave is one of the better songs on that album that they put out. It's one of the actual, metalcore style tracks. Please send your video with name, age, social media links, location, brief description as your experience as a drummer to dayseekerdrums@gmail.com. Any applicants who do not meet all requirements or attempt to reach out via social medias will not be considered or responded to. Rip. So, again, I don't know what happened to their other drummer. I think the article I saw this on didn't say anything about it either. But they are looking for a new drummer, so it's interesting. Looks like they're probably going to be planning on touring here pretty soon. So, also probably means they're probably not going to be putting out any music anytime soon either. But hopefully, if they get a new drummer, maybe they'll do some more metalcore style stuff. Who knows? Here's some interesting news as well. Fronz steps away from the Big Six. Aren't you guys excited for the Big Six? And replaced by Spite's Darius Tirani. Yeah, this just kind of made me laugh because this just made it look like it's the shit show. I already thought this whole thing was a shit show type of thing. I'm a big fan of Traitors, specifically. I think they're one of the most consistent live bands. They're great to see. Always put on a great show, sound great. I'm a fan of some of the other bands on their list. I was even an old fan of Attila. But hearing them do this whole boy band thing and seeing their clips that they're putting out of different songs, and I was just like, ugh, this is fucking whack. And so anyways, so within 2 weeks of forming, Fronz posts a video on Instagram or something, talking about how he's leaving, didn't really have time for it. How I feel like there's got to be more to it than that. How do you commit to something and then almost immediately after just be like, oh, never mind, man, I can't do it. So I don't know. What's the Big Six objective anyways? Who knows? All they did was some fucking weird clips.
Be viral.
Yeah, they're trying to. Yeah, that's basically it. It's kind of like a marketing thing. They put out some weird clips of them doing just fucking around in the studio, basically. And I don't know how much of that is going on. I think dude from Taylor Barber Left to Suffer was doing some kind of shit, and I'm just like, what? I don't want to listen to this. I don't. Oh God. So who knows what they're doing? I have no idea. Trader's as good though. Yes. So, but now they have Spite, Mr. Spite Man, who I think is a pretty good vocalist, especially in the early days of Spite, and his cover videos that he had on YouTube. Dude has some really cool techniques. Seems like he doesn't really push it very hard in Spite anymore, which is kind of disappointing. Although we didn't listen to their new album that they just put out this past year, so I don't know. Maybe Big Six will be it. Maybe it's gonna be the big thing and totally not cringy at all. Next on the news, this is a positive for the European people who aren't going to go see Animals as Leaders. No Pressure, Tsunami, Pain of Truth, and more announced Triple B Records European Takeover 2023. So that's, you got some heat right there. I know Trauma Bonds.
Pain of Truth are really good live.
Yep. Be crossing the Atlantic to bring U.S. hardcore to Europe between June 32nd and July 9th. Tickets will go on sale this Friday. So here's some dates. I don't know if y'all can see all that, but look it up. It'll be pretty cool. So for all you people over there across the seas, you'll get to see some U.S. hardcore. It'll be pretty fun. All right, next up we got several Furnace Fest news, which I will be at, Jordan will be at, Ramy will be at. We already got our tickets, so we are planning that. We are super excited for this. But anyways, they announced the first, this is the first time of them doing a single, it's like its own little thing on Friday. It's a single stage bash on Friday, and they already have the lineup for it. They don't have the lineup for any of the other days yet, but this is a pretty big one. You've got Hatebreed, looks like they're like headlining it, with Norma Jean right below it. Yeah. Walls of Jericho, Gideon, Veda FM, with Blood Comes Cleansing, With Honor, Orthodox, Slow Pulse, and No Cure. So this will be pretty awesome. Me personally, I'm fine leaving before Norma Jean and Hatebreed. That's just me.
Oh no, we gotta see Hatebreed.
We just saw
That pit is gonna,
practically saw Hatebreed at no fucking So What Fest.
I
So
saw
What
them.
Fest.
I
Yeah,
saw
exactly. You saw them. I didn't care to see them.
Yeah, but they were playing like.
They're fine. I have nothing against them. I have respect for them. I just never really got into them. But Walls of Jericho is a huge one. I'm excited about that one. Haven't seen them in forever. And then with Blood Comes Cleansing, of course, is another big one. We just saw Gideon. Vane's cool. I've seen them a few times. Orthodox. The Orthodox is a good band to see live as well. I'm not as familiar with the others, though. I think Jordan and Ramy know some of these. So
Yeah, I saw No Cure at a house show. They played with our friends' bands.
Yeah, Walls of Jericho is great, and you're seeing No Cure on Saturday. Nice. Yeah, not a huge Hatebreed fan, but you know, I get it. I get the hype. Just me personally, I don't care.
It's that positive hardcore, you know.
I would prefer Norma Jean be playing after Hatebreed, so then I can leave before
yeah.
Norma Jean. You know, it'd be a lot easier. Why they have Post Malone right here, crowd surfing, I don't know. Another big one, at least for us, Inclination got added to Furnace Fest this week. I know Trauma Bond's excited about that one. So if you're not familiar, this is straight edge hardcore featuring the guitarist from Knock Loose. That's about as far as I know. I don't know the other members, but we did an album review for them, their album from this year. Were they on our top 5, or were they? I think they were. No, they were runner up. They were honorable mentions. Yes, great album, 10 out of 10 hardcore album. Really good stuff. Go check it out. But yeah, so super excited to see them play Furnace Fest. I'll definitely be watching that set for sure. Then another big one, Plea for Purging, reuniting also for Furnace Fest. That's a pretty big one. They were a big band back in like 2010 era. So super excited to see them get back together and do some shit. Oh yeah, their final tour was in 2012. They did play a single show in 2017 at Face Down Fest. Oh yeah, I think Andy went to that because like Living Giant played that, a whole bunch of other stuff. I remember him talking about that. But yeah, so huge thing. That'll be another band. Definitely be seeing that set. Unless Zimmerman and all his buddies do the fuck thing and make two of the best bands that are reuniting play at the same time like they did for Ghost Inside and Maylene. Jesus, don't do that, please. I haven't heard Inclination's 2022 album yet. I don't know if you'll like it because you're just not into hardcore, but I think it's really good. It's 10 out of 10. Here's one I'm excited for. Periphery teased new album release. They've been teasing all week new music, which I believe will be tomorrow. We don't know if it's new music. It's fan hype. They've been posting countdown music clips, instrumental music clips, which will today it goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Today is 1, so tomorrow 0. So hoping they'll be putting out a song or something. I'll be doing a reaction for that. Gonna be paying very close attention, or maybe they'll just troll us because Periphery. That's a thing Periphery would do. So definitely excited for that. Definitely one of my most anticipated albums of this year. Absolutely.
I think I put my email in there.
I did too. All right, and now on to we're in the new music section. I forgot to mention that Enterprise Earth apparently launched a new single prior to their tour with Shadow of Intent. I did not do a reaction to that one. I think we also missed their album from 2022 as well. That's one we didn't listen to. Progressive deathcore. I think we heard a couple of the tracks that they put out. They had some like clean singing in one of them, which was really interesting to hear from Enterprise Earth. Because Enterprise Earth, I have seen several times live, and I just never really gave a shit about them. It's just me personally.
They did get a new vocalist.
Yeah, and so now they're doing. I've heard they've been mixing some new stuff in. Again, I missed their most recent album, but hey, if you're a fan of Enterprise Earth, they're still active and doing some shit, so cool. And then on to last news of the night, but also a big one for a lot of people. Job for Cowboy been posting. They've finished up an album, so that's really cool. I think they haven't put out an album since 2014, so that's huge. That's they were a big band. Again, another band that I just never really got into. But I know I do understand the hype for them. I know a lot of people love them. So gonna be interesting hearing their direction, because I know they started as like deathcore and then they started doing more tech stuff and even some like borderline like experimental shit in some of their music. So gonna be interesting seeing where they go, if they stick to either of those or if they're just gonna do something completely different now. I swear to God, if they come out as blackened deathcore, as Lornacore, I'm gonna be fucking like, oh my God, turn it off, please. Hopefully it's not like Whitechapel's new album. That was a hit for everybody. I didn't care for it, but I just didn't connect with it. I don't know. Maybe it's just me personally. So we'll see. Enterprise Earth's last 2 singles have also been like 6 or 7 minutes each. That's a turn off. If you're not Periphery, I'm not listening to your 7-minute song. Okay. That's a joke. But that is the end of the news, so appreciate y'all for checking out this video. We'll be doing this every week, so let us know what you think and if you're excited about any of this news. But other than that, that's about it. So